Picture this. You wake up to your dog pacing around, stretching like an athlete, giving you that slow blink, then trotting straight to the same spot every single morning. Almost like they're following a script. Those tiny rituals aren't random. They're full of meaning. And once you notice the patterns, your dog's mornings start telling you a whole story. If you enjoy decoding the little quirks your pets show you, feel free to tap like and stay tuned for more. Let's break down what your dog's morning routine is actually saying. Number 1. The wake-up scan. Imagine your dog lifting their head in those first few seconds of the morning. You've seen that moment. Eyes half open, a tiny inhale, almost like they're checking the room before committing to being awake. That small pause is loaded with information. Dogs take in scent before sound or sight, so that first sniff helps them figure out how safe and settled they feel. Then comes the stretch. Some dogs do that playful front half dip, while others go for the long, slow, full-body extension. Researchers studying canine flexibility note that these stretches aren't just physical. They help warm muscles, while also showing comfort in their environment. Even micro-movements, ears shifting, a faint tail flick, give you a window into their emotional baseline. A quick rise suggests confidence. A slow stand or hesitation can point to stiffness, age, or a bit of morning uncertainty. You've probably noticed your dog has a style. Fast, slow, soft, intentional. Those tiny habits really do tell you how they're feeling before the day even begins. And once they're up, the next question is what they do with that information, which leads straight into the first sniff circuit. Number 2. The first sniff circuit. Why does your dog wake up and immediately start making their little inspection rounds? That's the question most owners have at least once, especially when their dog beelines to the same corner, doorway, or even straight to you every single morning. That sniff circuit is their version of checking the morning headlines. Dogs rely on scent the way we rely on light switches. And research on canine olfaction shows just how much information they gather from a single inhale. During those early moments, they're confirming who moved around overnight, whether anything in the home shifted scent, and how their territory feels today. Some dogs start with their favorite furniture leg, others go right to the hallway, and a few head straight for you because your scent resets their internal map. When the sniffing gets extra intense, it often reflects leftover excitement or stress from the night before. You've probably seen your dog repeat the same route every day, almost like a morning commute. That familiar circuit helps them ground themselves before they take on the rest of the day. And once that check is done, the next thing they usually look for is you, which makes the morning greeting even more interesting. Number 3. The morning greeting ritual. Picture your dog padding over to you with soft eyes, a loose body, and that gentle lean that almost feels like a hug. That moment is so simple, but it carries layers of meaning. Every dog has a signature morning greeting, and it shifts depending on how their night went and what they expect from the day ahead. Some dogs give those quiet nudges, almost like they're saying, "You're my person, and I'm checking in." Others bounce around with that pent-up energy that builds while they sleep. Studies on canine attachment show that these greeting styles often mirror the dog's emotional confidence and their trust in you. A dog who waits calmly for acknowledgement might have learned boundaries or simply prefers a softer approach, while a dog offering paw lifts or nose bumps may be asking for reassurance before the day officially begins. You probably know your dog's greeting by heart. The rhythm, the weight, the sound of their breath. It's one of those daily rituals that reminds you how much they rely on you to set the tone. But after they say good morning, there's something else they're ready for. And what they do next can reveal even more. Where do they head the moment you move toward the door? Number 4. The bathroom break message. Your dog's first steps outside say more than most people realize. That moment when they reach the yard or sidewalk isn't just about relief. It's a small communication window where their instincts, memories, and mood all start showing up in real time. You've probably noticed how they choose a direction almost instantly. Confident dogs usually stride forward with purpose, while more cautious dogs pause and scan before committing. Studies on canine vigilance show that quick head turns and brief stops help them judge how safe their environment feels that morning. Weather plays a role too. A cold breeze, wet grass, or a harsh wind can create hesitation, especially for sensitive or senior dogs. And if your dog scans before squatting, that's their natural awareness kicking in. They're making sure nothing unexpected is in their space, even marking behavior shifts based on how settled they feel. Some mornings they leave a message, other mornings they skip it entirely. All these tiny choices help you read their mindset long before breakfast. And once they finish outside, the way they transition into mealtime often reveals something new about how they're feeling today, which becomes even clearer when you watch their breakfast behavior. Number 5. The breakfast behavior check. You're probably already watching your dog during breakfast without even realizing how much you're learning from them. That tiny moment when they hear the bowl, look at you, or trot into the kitchen often reflects exactly how their body and mind are waking up today. Some dogs pace with bright eyes because they know the routine is predictable. Others wait calmly, almost like they're giving you space to start the day together. Researchers studying canine feeding habits have noticed that appetite shifts often mirror stress or discomfort, even mild ones. So, when your dog suddenly hesitates or seems less enthusiastic, it's worth paying attention. And if they bring you a toy before they eat, that's their way of saying they're ready for engagement and want you involved in their morning rhythm. Hovering near the bowl or staring at you can be a learned pattern. Too many dogs discover that this behavior gets your attention, so it becomes part of the ritual. Your dog's breakfast habits aren't just about food. They're small clues to how prepared they feel for the day. And once that meal settles in, something else usually kicks in. A shift in energy that shows up in all kinds of interesting ways. Number 6. The first burst of energy. You've seen it. A sudden shake that sends their ears flying, a long yawn that looks almost theatrical, or that little wiggle before they launch into a full set of zoomies. That first burst of energy is like watching your dog flip the switch from sleep mode to let's start the day. It's a vivid moment, almost cinematic, and it says a lot about how they're feeling inside. Researchers who study canine arousal patterns note that these early morning resets, shakes, rolls, yawns, help dogs regulate their nervous system. It's their way of clearing the slate. Zoomies, on the other hand, usually show up when emotional energy builds overnight and needs a release the moment they feel safe and awake. Younger dogs often jump straight into play because they need stimulation to stay regulated, while older dogs may move slowly as their joints warm up or as they ease into the day with more caution. Whatever your dog does, it's part of their natural rhythm. You're seeing their mood, their comfort, and their readiness for the day, all wrapped into one beautiful little moment. And as all these pieces come together, the wake-up scan, the sniff circuit, the greeting, the bathroom message, the meal, and this energy shift, they lead to a bigger picture that ties the whole morning together. Which brings us to the heart of it all. Your dog's entire morning routine is more than a sequence of habits. It's a story they tell you every single day, using their body, their senses, and their connection to you as the language. Every pause, every sniff, every greeting, every burst of energy adds up to a picture of how they feel and how deeply they trust the life you share with them. When you start noticing these tiny details, the bond between you grows in a way that feels almost effortless. You're not just watching your dog, you're understanding them. Over the next few days, try paying a little extra attention to those morning moments. You'll start seeing patterns you never noticed, and each one makes your relationship feel a bit more personal, a bit more meaningful. It's amazing how much closer you feel when you realize your dog has been communicating with you all along. And now, I want to hear from you. What's the most charming, funny, or completely unique thing your dog does every morning? Share it in the comments. I love seeing how different and special each dog's routine really is.